Hey, what's happening? Happy Monday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early. It's 3:30 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, where to start unpacking this video today? All right. I started going through the news feeds at 2 a.m., right? Nothing really grabbed my attention this morning. When this happens, I go to Right Wing Watch on Twitter, and inevitably, without a doubt, I come across something that just blows my mind. It's got a lot of far right stuff like Nick Fuentes, the videos they've done on him. Guys that call themselves incels. Um, these are guys that believe women shouldn't vote, shouldn't work, should stay home barefoot and pregnant. But then they also claim that they can't get any loving, that because of woke culture, or just, I don't know, because of them or globalists or whatever, they ain't getting any loving. So they call themselves involuntary celibates. They are not voluntarily being celibate. All right, I'll get to that more in a second. So I come across a picture of this guy this morning, and wow, you guys know I don't do nicknames usually, right? But so this guy calls himself Jared. He goes by the name Jared Noble, but he calls himself WOOZUH. Now you guys know I don't like nicknames. I don't do nicknames. But I swear to God, the first thing that just came right to the front of my mind was WOOZUH the loser. And I don't even like saying that. I don't even like hearing that come out of my mouth. But it was just blatantly obvious. There's a picture of him with a politician. I'll have two links down. I'll get to the videos in a second. The videos just, no wonder you're celibate, dude. No wonder, what? No wonder you're celibate. All right. The picture of him, he's got doughy white skin. He looks out of shape. He looks like he's been in the basement 24/7, really. But that's not what caught my eye the most. What caught my eye was the haircut. It was a woman's hair. Just long blonde. It was a Farrah Fawcett hairdo. When I first met Audrey in third or fourth grade, I thought she looked like Farrah Fawcett back in 1975. She had Jared Noble's hair. Swear to God. Okay, so I'm like, wow, I got to see what this guy sounds like, what he talks about. Before I get into that in a second, when I first came across involuntary celibates, I thought they had a real complaint. I thought maybe the culture has changed with the internet. People not meeting face to face, and just the way that things have changed since I was young to now. And I thought maybe these guys are having a serious issue. The way society has kind of changed. That I used to go to the mall. I took a bus when I was 13, 14, 15 to the city, to the mall, and that's where I met girls every weekend. And now there's no more malls. And you're on the people are on the internet, and I thought they had a serious. I thought there was a serious thing there. Maybe these guys just are out of touch of what it's like to be a teenager, back when it was back in my day. But that's not the case. That's not the case. These guys, they go out of their way. They're just clueless. They are just clueless. I'm going to point to the two videos down below. First of all, you can't have this view of a woman. This supposedly right-wing Christian view of a woman where she can't vote, she can't work. The man is smarter than her and should make all the decisions and should lead her and reprimand her when she goes. Dude, I can't believe I have to say this, but women are people. Men, women, equal. Same thing. They're people. Look, the Bible, like I've said this before, the Bible says a lot of things. It talks about taking your eye out, cutting off your hand if it offends you. It talks about Jonah and the whale and all. Come on, dude. You can't believe everything. You can't take the Bible literally. I don't believe a snake actually talked to Adam and Eve. I think it had something to do with sex. The apple, the snake, get it? A snake with the apple in its mouth. What does that look like? It kind of looks like a big unit. Really, think about it. I think these things were. I think a lot of this stuff was metaphoric. You can't take this stuff literally. Anyway, once I see these guys like Nick Fuentes, I've talked to. I'm not gonna go off on Nick Fuentes again and his shoulders that are this big and his whiny little voice and his, it's no wonder you're not getting any. I wasn't gonna talk about this. I wasn't even gonna bring this up. If you go back to the video where I'm in front of the police car, the video before the last, it's a short video. It's only a minute or two long. It's the memorial for the fallen officers in Bristol. And the video cuts right in the middle. I considered this a mistake and I wasn't going to mention it. As I was filming, I could see a woman, probably in her 30s, wearing a Blue Lives Matters shirt, right? She had short blonde hair, kind of athletic build. She's probably 20 years younger than me. And she was taking pictures too when I first walked up. And as I'm filming, I'm moving around with my camera, and I see her watching me. And I'm trying not to be self-conscious. I'm trying to do my thing and not pay attention to her. And she starts talking to me, and I had to cut the video. You'll see this right in the video. You'll hear her voice in the video. She says something along the lines of, I don't know her from Adam, or Eve. I don't know her from Eve. And she starts just out of the blue. She comes up to me and she starts talking to me. She starts saying something about, I couldn't get this close to the police cars last night. She started telling me, and then, she said something about the protests. That she's glad that there's more support for the police now, which right away told me. I have a rule with Trump supporters and people on the women on the far right. It's a no-go. Absolutely, I will never date another Trump or right-wing woman again. So right off the bat, I crossed this woman off. And she was talking about taking pictures with her camera. And she asked me, you're taking a video. And I was going to start talking about my YouTube channel, but I just clammed up right there because I knew I wasn't attracted to this woman. I didn't want her. I could see the way she was following me around and talking to me, out of the blue. And I did not want her coming to my YouTube. I didn't want her knowing anything more about me. So I said I was filming it for my relatives up in Maine. I totally lied. And then I turned the camera back on, and you'll see this in the video. And the camera turns back on. I'm kind of smiling. I'm like, I'm back now. And I wasn't going to say anything else about it, because it was just uncomfortable. Some woman comes up and she's hitting on me. She just came up out of the blue. She wasn't hitting on me, but this happens. This happens at least once a week, and it's from confidence. I got a few tips. I have a few tips for people like Jared Noble. So anyway, I look at the videos down below. And Jared Noble definitely has some issues, let's say, with people of color. I can't go any further into that. I'm going to talk about this one video. I'm probably going to use this for the thumbnail. It's him and his hair, and he's always wearing sunglasses. We're usually wearing these sunglasses. Let me see this. These sunglasses, those ones with the reflection on the front, they're like they remind me of when I used to go skiing. Those were cool back 40 years ago when I was in high school, all right? When you're talking to women, you don't wear glasses. Women need to see your eyes. My eyes are one of my best assets. I always try to look down, and smile a little bit, kind of give them a bad boy, kind of impish look, like they don't know what I'm going to do next. I swear to God, it sounds silly, but it works. Next thing I'm going to talk about is the hair. A lot of you probably, the hair's kind of outrageous. Not outrageous, but you don't see this on a 56-year-old. Every time I've got my hair restyled, I've had a woman recommend it for me. Audrey is the one that picked out this haircut. The haircut before this, I had the girl pick out that. I have a girl pick out my clothes. I've gone up to women in Marshall's. It's a store here in Connecticut. And some of the sneakers I bought, I just started a conversation. I bought these yellow sneakers I've showed you guys before, and I started saying, what do you think about a guy wearing these? And I started talking with a woman. Getting a woman's input, what a woman wants, is the best idea of what is attractive to them. And it's not some guy with a Farrah Fawcett haircut and these 40-year-old sunglasses. I'm not even going to start. I don't know what the guy in this video, his buddy, I'm not going to talk too much about him because honestly, I think he might be mentally deficient. I'm not going to make fun of him because the way he talks and his mannerisms, I'm not sure if he might have issues, and I feel bad kind of making fun of him. Let me just say this though, he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Dude, the only guys that get away with wearing Hawaiian shirts are guys my age that are overweight, fat guys that drink too much. Those are the only guys that could wear Hawaiian shirts. Hawaiian women do not find Hawaiian shirts attractive. I call it a Hawaiian shirt. It's got some weird colors for a Hawaiian shirt, but watch the video. And then these guys are talking about Batman. I thought they were talking about a real police commissioner and a real mayor when I first started watching this video. No, they're talking to Batman, and they're complaining because Batman's woman it likes BLM or something like that. And they're seriously, watch the video. They're two comic book geeks in their 20s with Farrah Fawcett haircut, Hawaiian shirt, glasses from 40 years ago, talking about comics and talking directly to Batman like he's a real person. Dude, no wonder you're not getting any. Hello, is this thing on? You know, I hate to see this again, but you guys got to start watching my channel or something similar, or you know, you're gonna die a virgin. All right, you guys, the videos will be down below. Watch them for yourselves. I can't say more. I can't say any more about them because they are so off the wall prejudice, let's just say. All right, you guys check them out. Have a good Monday.